This is truly a red letter day, friends. Welcome to Half-Life Alyx. It is 5 years before the collapse of the Citadel and the death of Eli Vance. You may remember a similar intro for Half-Life 1 and 2. Hello and welcome to my Let's Play, I guess, of Half-Life Alyx. Not so much a Let's Play as I'm trying to be a sort of a tour guide for this game, because I'm lucky enough to have a Valve Index, and most Half-Life fans won't, and they're not going to be able to play this game. And that's a massive shame, because, I mean, look at it. Look at this. It's crazy. Welcome back to City 17. So, I've already completed this game. It took me about 11 hours. There are 11 chapters, and I now have a feeling of sort of how it plays. I know where the big beats are, and I have a better understanding of kind of how to demonstrate this game. So what I'm going to do in these videos is try as best as possible to give you the experience of what it's like to play Half-Life Alyx. Another thing that I was doing when I was playing it the first time around is I was capturing footage, so I got to understand the sort of quibbles that it has. So for instance, right now it's sort of left eye dominant for the camera, so I'm going to try as best as possible to basically lead visually with this eye. It makes sense to actually do that because the gun is in my right hand. I've chosen right hand dominant for the game, so I'm going to be as best as possible just trying to, I don't know, be your tour guide and also your camera op. Similarly, whenever I'm transporting around, I'll try and let you know I'm going to transport. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to like spam the buttons left and right to turn around, just to give you a sort of a nice, as nice a viewing experience as possible. I'm going to try and get this up in 11 videos for the 11 chapters. Some of the chapters are longer than others, obviously, but I thought it might be a nice way of getting the series out sort of day by day, so you can kind of enjoy it at whatever pace you want. I love this game. I'm a huge Half-Life fan. If you don't know, I played 1 and 2 to death. I made a documentary about the legacy of Half-Life on NoClip, yeah, I was lucky enough to get a code early to play it. So thanks to Valve and thanks to Greg Miller, kind of funny, for sorting me out with that code. So this is the first chapter, I guess. They start you out here on a rooftop. You're Alyx Vance and you're looking at City 17. The other thing I'm going to do while I'm playing this is get out of your way for all the story parts. So I'm mostly going to be explaining what I'm doing. I won't be sort of waxing lyrical about other topics. I'll be keeping it to what's going on in the game. And also, whenever anyone's talking in a dialogue, a story beat or something like that, I'm going to shut up, okay? I'm also going to be looking at the comments video to video, so if you have any questions about how things play, like, can you use that radio? Yes, you totally can. You can tune into some weird stuff and listen to it. So if you have any questions like that, please put them in the comments as well. I'm going to try and keep it as smooth as possible. I'm playing in a pretty small room scale scenario here. It's about 10 foot that way and 9 foot this way at the moment. You won't be able to see the chaperone bounds like I will, but there are times where I'll be stuck up against something, and I'm going to try and do my best to minimize the amount of difficulty that you have as a viewer in this situation. So let's get to it, I guess. There's a pigeon over there. And I don't know about you, but I want to crunch this can. I did that by crunching the Vive controller. Oh, I nailed him! Totally went through him. That totally went through him. All this stuff is, everything in this game is super interactable. What is it? Desiccated sustenance bar. Can I open this? I don't know if I can tear these. I don't think so. Controls get a little bit of getting used to. Any water in the can? No. Better put that back down again. Don't want to make too much noise for the neighbors. Okay, I'm going to be moving using the blink. It's one of 4 movement options. The other ones are basically like locomotion, like you press forward and you'll walk forward, depending on either, where your eye is facing or where your hand is facing. And then there's another version of the transport which doesn't, you might notice it goes black just for a second. It like blinks when I move. Look, it kind of goes That's apparently a motion sickness thing that they've put into this, which apparently works. I don't know. I didn't get motion sick, and I was playing this game for sometimes 4 hours in a row. Look at this guy. He's just determined not to get freaked out. Does he keep going? Ugh. Bye. Bye, birdie. Oh, here we go. Chaperone there, so I'll just do that.
Alyx! How's it looking up there?
It's good, Dad. Metrocop movement is normal. Same for the Combine patrols. How's it going in the stockyard?
One Combine mini reactor from a shipment of 4,000. They're never going to miss it. Here, see for yourself.
And not only that, someone's hacked into the Combine construction network.
Don't get greedy, guys. We're not made of time here.
1 minute and I'm out, guaranteed.
Oh, also, I spotted the Combine moving supplies into the quarantine zone. That place has been deserted for years.
That is all. What? Well, we'll look into it when we get back.
What is it?
Meet back at the safe house, baby. We'll be there soon.
It looks like...
What is it, Russell?
Would you... Terrific.
Cool. All right. Lots of interactive stuff in this early game. Just to remind you that if you like this video, make sure to like it. And if you want to watch more of these, you get the gist. Okay, let's get out there. Press and hold to toggle the in-game menu. That's right, this little button here brings up the menu. I'm going to be keeping out of the save menu and load menu because I've got some late game stuff in there. But there are some options here if you're interested. When it comes to, like I told you about the different movement options, there are 4 difficulty options like there are in most Half-Life games. You can turn on hand climbing ladders, which is a nightmare for me. I never did the barnacle lift, but let's give that a go. Automatic ladders work really well. Yeah, and then I think there's something in here for the spectator camera, which is what you're looking at. So I can swap it to the right eye or the left eye, but unfortunately we can't have one together. There's also a spectator HUD. Maybe we'll turn that on, actually. I never really did it before. It puts things up like my health, my ammunition, and a couple of other bits and bobs. Once I get a tool later in the game, I'll be able to look at my hands and see what those things are. But you know what? Just for the sake of this, I will put on the spectator mode. Let's put it on. We'll put it on small so it's not so much out of your way. And then I love the smoothing off. I actually find this the capture to be pretty good already. So maybe we'll put it on low. I've never actually seen it on, so let's give it a go. I'm sure that's not too bad. Other stuff like light sensitivity, there's a height adjustment if in case you're there are some puzzles in the game where you need to reach up quite high and stuff like that. And you can also play this single controller as well, apparently, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's get to it. Back out again. Beautiful City 17. Nuts. It's like a reconnaissance video or something. It's pointing at that thing over there, whatever that is. Cool. Oh. Hey there. What's going on? What's this? Oh, whoops. I want to give you the whole thing. There we go. That's it. Happy boy. Shake it. Yeah, I don't know what that thing at the camera's pointing at, but I know the big thing in the distance is the Citadel being built, so I don't know what these cables are. But anyway, I'm sure we'll get there eventually in a different video game, or maybe in this one, who knows. Seems to draw power from Citadel's new reactor source. Initial charge. Can I rub this? Sure can. Whoops. Pretty cool. I can't wait for all the Half-Life fans to pick this stuff apart. What's that? Dog. Huh. Oh, is that my dog? That's Alyx's dog? Is this Alyx's place? It must be. That's her grub. Huh. What's that? Oh, sorry. I'm standing at the edge of my bounds here. Uh-oh, don't do that. Here we go. Oh, just some drawings of dog. How cute. Unless these are schematics, unless she's like creating dog at this stage. Okay. What's this? Oh yeah. Into the elevator. These are some of the areas that I prefer to, if possible, just walk in. You know, hit the button. So that I can walk out again. I played my first playthrough in a 20 by 20 foot area, which was pretty cool. A bit bigger than this. Oh.
Alyx, are we good? Yep, they got the reactor. Easy peasy. I'm headed back to the safe house right now to meet Dad. Go. We'll be in touch. Stay safe.
Run, Pigeon, run! Pigeon don't care. Pigeon is the bravest person out there. Alright, let's get out of here. So Alyx is doing recon for the Resistance. Looks like it's a pretty underground thing at the moment. More pigeons. Pigeons everywhere in this game. I'm Pidgey.
Alyx, over here.
What is it?
This doesn't seem like a routine sweep. Are you sure everything went okay?
100%.
Ooh, watch out behind you.
Something's got the CPs riled up.
Keep your head down and be smart.
See you later. This looks like City 17, alright. Alright. Well, the Combiner riled up for whatever reason. Hey, Pigeon. Tried to grab him. You can teleport, you can spam this thing pretty fast if you want to. I'm gonna try not to, because it'll probably freak you all out. But during combat, it's actually, you can go bang, 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 and kind of keep going. No reflection, though, of me, it looks like. Okay, let's keep moving. Ooh. Loads of little details in this game. I think there's a paper back here, actually, which we can read. Oh, that's a bit low. There we go. The terminal. Oh, that's funny. That's like a Half-Life 2 reference, is it? Was it called the terminal in that? Portal storms continue. Unlikely negotiator of peace garners the ill will and distrust, as well as praise. That's Wallace Breen. I'm not. There were papers like this in the Riga. Oh, interesting. Riga's the capital of Latvia. I wonder if that's where we are. This has always been like a unknown Eastern European country. I guess you could be Latvia. There were lots of papers in the old games, but I don't know if that was the exact same print or a different one. Oh, sorry. Let's go in here. Up the stairs. Oh, hey, lady. Visitors? No. Okay. I know what you mean. COVID-19, right? Whoa. Okay, so here's the first ladder. Like I said, you can do it manually in this mode. I hate it. You can do this, though. This is the default mode. Works a lot better. What was that? Whoa, almost lost my balance. Okay, let's keep going. Hold on to this? No? Alright. Uh-oh. Just like the start of Half-Life 2, walking on rooftops. Get this out of the way. Ugh. Oh. Made a bit of a mess. Oh. Click it. There we go. Or do I need to do that? There we go. Oh, another elevator. Wonderful. That doesn't sound good. Oh!
Whoa, wait, I just live here!
Probable anti-citizen. Keep those hands up.
Wait, don't shoot!
Give me that gun.
He didn't steal anything.
What did you see?
No one! I didn't see anyone!
Get out and take him to the transport.
Dad! Hey, wait, no!
That didn't go very well. So much for easy recon mission. Like I said, if you have any questions, these loading screens, some of them show stuff that you won't be able to see. There's like a 3D map that it shows later on. So in these sections, I'm going to try and answer some questions that you might have. So if you have any questions about either gameplay or my impression of other stuff, please feel free to put them in the comments. I'm not going to spoil anything ahead of time. I'm going to make sure that we're all sort of on the same page here. I imagine there's going to be a lot of spoilers out in the wild once the game is out and once there are reviews out and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know. Word to the wise: just keep your eyes out for them, or don't keep your eyes out for them. Entanglement.
Where are you taking me?
Where's my father?
I think this is technically
Hello?
the start of the first chapter.
Damn it,
Or I
where's
think-
my father?
Tell her to stop moving around back there. Stop moving. What is that?
Sorry, I was talking a bit over the Combine soldiers, but it doesn't look like they're going to be making much chatter anymore.
You have an accident. Take the head set.
Alyx, you there? You've got to get moving.
Russell? I've been in an accident.
I know! I caused it, so technically not an accident. You've got to get moving.
Wait, where's Dad?
He's fine. Follow the drone.
So, Dad's okay, right?
Yeah, well, no. To be honest, he's in huge trouble. They've still got him. He was in a separate transport.
You saved me?
Well, yes. I had no way of knowing who was in which van, so yes, the result was that I saved you.
Do you know where they're taking him?
Criminal holding, and then, when they realize he's Eli Vance, to Nova Prospect. But I'm already working on a plan to get him back. You're close to my lab. Keep following the drone. We'll figure out what to do.
Alright,
Russell, what did you guys find back there?
Well, that's the crazy thing. I don't know. Just blurry pictures of a building.
The Citadel?
No, something else. And whatever it is, they're gonna kill anybody who saw it. And anybody who knows anybody who saw it. Which means us and your dad.
Russell, just hang on. I'm almost there.
Ooh, spin around. Okay. So they saw a picture of something, and that was enough to get the Combine riled up. Uh-oh.
Alyx, everything cut out for a second. I lost the headset video feed. Can you see my drone? Is it okay?
Sure. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
My goodness. I hope you can hear the voice chatter well enough. I don't know what the mix is like on the final video. Oh my goodness. Some wonderful propaganda over there. Alright, let's get out of here. In we go. That area back there we were just through, and this one here were environments that they allowed you to use as the what is it called? The Steam home or whatever it is. That sort of like area you boot into when you first own a Vive or you first start up a Vive. But you weren't able to interact with stuff like this, which is pretty cool. Long play video, man. It's good stuff. Okay, sorry. Not enough time to dilly-dally. Can I take this off? No. Oh yeah.
Alyx, great. Okay, let's... Wait, my drone's okay, right?
Nope, it exploded. I'm fine, by the way.
Right, good, well, that's the main.
Russell, they've got Dad.
I know. This is bad. They're gonna find out what he knows, and then... Yeah, they're gonna kill him.
Oh, God.
But, the good news is, we've got something they don't.
Which is?
My plan to get him back.
Great. Let's hear it.
Now, pretty soon they're gonna realise that your dad is not gonna talk, and when that happens, he's off to have his brain sucked out.
Russell.
Potentially. Maybe not, though. I mean, they could just drill into his... Oh, yeah, still your dad. Right, well, what they will do is take him by train from here. This is Eli, to Nova Prospect.
And if he gets on that train, that's it, right?
Not necessarily. Grab something that represents us.
What represents us, folks? Are we going for fork, teacup? What's over here? Can, motherboard? Sure, let's go for motherboard. Circuit board.
Anything will do.
Okay. Circuit board.
Okay, that's you.
I thought you said us.
Well, one of us, me, will have to stay here for this plan to work.
All right, fair enough.
Just outside, there's a second train that also leads out of City 17 through the quarantine zone.
Okay.
Both trains intersect here at Fairview Junction. You take your train, get there before his train, and hack into the controls. That'll let me take over the system. Train comes to a halt, you deal with the Combine situation, and we get your dad back.
Sounds good. Where's the train I'm taking?
Out the back, through the yard. It's decommissioned, but I think I can hack into its controls. Oh, and get yourself a pair of Russells on the way out.
Russells?
The gloves, Alyx. You know, the gravity gloves. I have a few sets through there. You can calibrate them out by the ship.
Got it.
We can do this, Alyx. You got that, didn't you, that I said we could do it? Because we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we are.
I'm with you every step of the way.
Cool. So this is what I look at when I need my health, whereas you should see it down here, I think, and then inventory stuff will probably appear down here. The only other thing you need to worry about on this is this little thing, but we'll get to that later. See you, Russell. So the gravity gloves are kind of the pièce de résistance of this game. The gravity.
Alright, you know how this goes. There should be a bunch of junk down there. Aim at something with your hand open.
Okay. What do we think?
Yep, you're tethered. Make a grip.
Let's go.
You've got
Bottle
it.
of beer.
Just a little flick of the wrist. Just like that.
There we go.
Great. Try again. You're attached. Make a grip. That's it. Yep.
Woo!
One more time. Registered. Now flick your wrist to bring it in. Perfect. We're done.
Come
Oh,
on.
oh wait. I almost forgot.
Alyx, up here! You're gonna need a gun! Don't worry, it's unloaded. It's unloaded now! Oh, almost forgot. Guns need ammo. Here you go.
Got it.
Right, heading back to the comm room.
Cool. Each gun has to be loaded in its own way, so this one you gotta... Whoop. Actually, I think I can take one out of the chamber here too.
Russell,
There we
I'm
go.
out.
Cool. So let's, you know what? Let's put the one, I guess the one the chamber's spent now. So for this one, you need to put the clip in and then hit this button at the front. And that'll chamber the first round, I guess. That one just disappeared. Okay, let's keep going.
Oh, you took care of that lock then. Good. Great. Did have the key for it, but should have given you that. That's on me.
Okay, store ammo in backpack by releasing over your shoulder. So for this, you're gonna see me doing a lot of this, a lot of shooting and a lot of reaching behind my back and letting go. And that basically stores it. So you don't have access to your inventory, but if I grab one,
Last one.
she'll say something like last one, which will let me know. If you know there's maybe 3 left of like shotgun shells or clips, she'd also let me know, which is pretty cool.
Alright, here we go. Next stop, Fairview Junction.
Thanks, Russell.
And good luck, Alyx. Goodbye.
Bye, Russell.
Obviously, just to let you know, I am still here though.
Oh.
I know.
The dialogue is pretty fantastic between Russell and Alyx. If you don't know Russell, by the way, you probably can't see it right now, but I'm looking at a 3D map. It's kind of in front of me, which is showing kind of a big city, and a couple of them areas are lit up, and that's kind of showing me my progress, kind of emphasizing the road trip nature of this game, which is similar to games like Half-Life 1 and 2, where you cover a lot of ground on foot. Obviously you literally do in this one. Russell is voiced by Rhys Darby, who you might remember from Flight of the Conchords. He's pretty fantastic. Okay, and that's the end of the first chapter. So I'm gonna leave it at that, actually. Just kind of stop there for a second. So yeah, if you have any questions at all, please put them in the comments below. Like I said, we're gonna try and do this chapter by chapter so you can follow along. And seeing as this one is coming up pretty soon, I'm gonna record this one now as well. So any questions we get to will be in the episode after that. So as such as well, the next episode should be live by the time you watch this. So feel free to look at the recommended videos, or I'll put a link somewhere and you can check out chapter 2 if you want to. Thank you so much. I hope this was an enjoyable tour, and yeah, I look forward to doing more of this Half-Life Alyx nonsense with you. You'll be with me every step of the way, and trust me, as someone who's a big Half-Life fan, if you have any interest in this game whatsoever, you're really going to want to play this, or you're really going to want to watch this. So thanks so much for checking the video out, and I'll see you next time.